I hope you've had a good week, and welcome to week 6 of this complete HTML computer course. And in this lesson we're going to be doing HTML computer code elements. So HTML contains some tag elements for defining computer code and user input. The code tag is used to define a piece of computer type code in HTML document. The browser will display this computer code in the default monospace font. So say like you're creating a document that's to do with learning, I don't know, HTML, Python, C++, whatever. Then if you're creating a document, you need to use some of these coding things to make it display different on the browser, and also indicate to search engine screen readers that, so it knows to take certain things from your website. This is examples of code or outputs, whatever. So for them sort of documents, you'll be using some of these tags. Now, just to define a piece of code, we use the code tag. So an opening and closing piece of code. Now, if we just simply put some code in here, so I'm just going to put some very basic, and this is actually computer basic. So x equals 10, y equals 20, z equals x plus y, and then basically we'll print Z to the screen for the output. So if we save that, obviously you can see it's printed it across the screen, but they also, you'll notice that it is printed in this mono font, which is what a lot of output books and web pages present it in. So if I just put in the P tag and put HTML computer code elements and save that. Actually no, we'll put that in the we'll use the H1 tag. So there's our title that isn't spelt right. So we've got HTML computer code elements in the H1 tag, and then you can see this is a different font that's inside our code element in our browser. But obviously in computer coding it displays it from top to bottom, not across the screen. So there is something in HTML called the pre-tag element, and this is used to tell the browser to display the contents in the pre-formatted state. So I've created this in this list type thing here. So if we place the whole of this inside the pre-tag, I'm just going to indent it for now. So we need to close the pre-tag afterwards. So if I display that, so now you see it is displayed down the screen. But then you'll think, well, what's all this indentation? But that's exactly as we got it in the. So if I just take this first line and bring it back across to the side, and then I save it, it does exactly the same in the browser. So this pre-tag will display it exactly as you've got it in your browser. So for some things, this is quite handy. So I don't have to keep putting these line breaks in to create a new line. The pre-tag is a good thing to use because it will display things exactly as in the browser as you've got it. So for things like computer code, this is very handy to have. So your code goes in the code tag element, and the pre tag element is used to put code in there or anything you want to display exactly as you've typed it in on the screen. So that's that. Moving on to the KBD element, which is used to define keyboard input in the document. This is displayed again in the browser default monospace font. Okay, so let me just come to, after that, I'm going to put horizontal rule in there just to separate it. And then if I scatter P tag, so save the HTML code in the editor by pressing CTRL plus the S key. Okay, so we display that out. It says save the HTML code in the editor by pressing Ctrl S. So this is an actual statement in your document that you're actually saying how to save stuff within the most HTML editors. Always use Ctrl S. But obviously you need to highlight this Ctrl S is actually a keyboard input. So the Ctrl S in your document, you will put it around the KBD, which stands for keyboard, and then we shall take the Ctrl S, which is actually what you want them to do, and paste it in there and save it, and then you can see that you've got the same as we had before. Save the HTML code in there, so we're pressing, and then the Ctrl S is actually in this computer monoposed font Ctrl S. So for quick reading you can see, oh, Ctrl S does blah blah blah. So user input you place in the KBD, and then we're going to move on to the SUMP tag, and this is used to place example code output in your HTML document. Again, this is displayed in the browser's default monospace font. And basically, so text that we want to actually put in our code, examples we got up here. But if you want to show the result of this, what appears in the browser or the console, we can use the SUMP tag. So let's just put out, put example. So I'm creating some output example there, and put the P tag in again, and then I can put hello world, which is a default thing when creating any type of code. So there you got output example hello world, but this is the same as text, so it doesn't really make it clear that at first glance that it's something different, or it's some kind of output. So if we place that within the SUMP tag element, and then save that, and then you can see the output is actually in hello world, so it clearly defines itself as something different to normal text, as does all these other examples. So there you go. Any sample outputs to do with code, you use the SUMP. Let's just put horizontal roll in, and then we're coming to our last thing in this lesson. So this is quite a short lesson, and this is the bar tag, which is used to define a variable in program or a mathematical expression. The contents in the browser are normally in italics. So let's create a P tag. So let's say, or we're going to say the area of a rectangle is, and if we say the length times the width, okay, so if we say that, so you can see the area of a rectangle is L times W, all in the same font. Doesn't really stand out what's going on here, looks like someone's mistyped. So if we place the length, because obviously in the variable emptying tag, so put length in there, get rid of that length there, and then we do var, again for the width. So the length and the width, which are like variables, mathematical operations as well, so or expressions. So the L stands for length, width stands for width. And if you've got anything in your code, say you're creating a variable, like up here, x equals 10, then you could put you calculate x, z will equal to x plus 10 or times 10 or divided by 10. And when you're writing that out, you'd put the x and the y and the z inside the var tab to clearly identify that it's a variable or some kind of mathematical expression. So if we do that now, so you can see straight away the area of the rectangle is L times W, and because the L and W are italics, you know this is standing for something different. So length is length, W is W. Tag. So if you're creating, as I said before, a web page and you're teaching some kind of coding language, programming language, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, etc., etc., you're going to be using these. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If I could ask a favour to help support this new channel, that you hit that subscribe button and then select all on the bell for future videos that are coming out, and then I'd appreciate if you also hit the like button. This will help the channel grow, and then I shall carry on doing videos as I know they're being watched and appreciated. And then can you also check out the website that I'm just briefly going to show you. So this is the website that I've created to help with this course. You obviously see it's BF Creations. I haven't completely finished this website yet, so there's no login or join at the moment, but this is the first course I've created, which is HTML5. And if you scroll down a bit, you'll see future videos coming up and courses that are starting and what's available at the moment. Down in the download section, you'll see that there are some download sheets. And simply for each one, you just click on the download and it will appear up in the corner, and it will download to your PC or laptop or whatever you're using. These are just some PDF documents I've created that go with this course. You've got the category tag sheet that we cover. That's also the tag sheet in alphabetical order, and you've got the tag sheet, attribute sheet to go with the tags. And then the last one is the HTML course file. So at the end of each lesson, the HTML code that we've used is available at the end of each course and lesson we've done. You click the download one, that will download all the different lessons we've covered and the actual on-screen code that I've used to help you follow that. So I hope these are helpful. Leave comments in the videos as well so I can make improvements. Tell me what you think. Hope it's all been easy to follow and I appreciate it. Thanks for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next one. On this course, they are released every Tuesday evening, so hopefully you'll follow along, and clicking that bell will help get notifications of that. So thank you very much, and thank you for watching.